Pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 5. And right now, let me tell you, I might as well go on ahead and do something a little bit different for Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 5, as the month of March itself is going to be coming to a close pretty soon. So, today, it's the 23rd of March. More so specifically, it's pretty much just after St. Patrick's Day, but not to bring those things around onto the channel again. It's about time that I try something different. I'm going to take a little break from all the insane, exhilarating action that I've been doing for nearly 3 years constantly. So, with all that being said, it's time to enjoy a little something new that I might as well get out of the way very quickly. I might as well go ahead and explain a few things that detail the origin of Hot Wheels Hilarity and the pretty lengthy story that trails behind. Starting all the way back from the very beginning of my life. Because at such a very early age, I was very perplexed by a lot of things in life that I had no idea were existent, because I was a newborn, pretty much, so to speak. But within the first 10 to 11 months of my lifetime, I had found a lot of pretty interesting things about the world as a whole. I found out how big cars can be. I found out what the sound of cellophane is. I found out how a VHS tape works on a VCR. At such an early age, that's normally what not many people are very capable of. Usually it's years after that point in life. But at such a very young age, less than a year old, I was able to accomplish many of those things. I was able to learn a lot of stuff, old and new. So right off the bat, I was pretty much on the right track to becoming a somewhat model citizen in America as a whole. But due to many other things that were going on, including the so-called obesity epidemic that took place during the early 2000s, my life was sure changed quite a bit. Because during that time span, not only have I figured out what VCRs are, how they work, what cellophane sounds like, what cars are, but I might as well say that I found out what a Hot Wheels car is. Because the first ever model that I ever got in my life was Turbulence. Yeah, you could see it in action in a few episodes of mine on Hot Wheels Hilarity across the board, across all 5 current seasons that are running, along with the other tangents that I have put together, like layout shoutouts and colossal clashes. But right about now would be a great time to talk about the little origin of my hobby with Hot Wheels as a whole by today's standards. Of course, it started way back in the day, in early 2000, after the new millennium had been declared, and we were all attempting to get ourselves a good life. Because the year 2000 meant a lot to us, in history, and eventually in culture. America, of course, would start experiencing booms based on the economy, and also not so good things that happened. Like the American invasion of Iran, which of course happened after the 9/11 attacks in 2001. But that's not to say that my life itself was going to get worse. Even though I've witnessed America being under attack by 4 of our own airplanes, I was kind of busy with this little contraption right here. Mattel's Hot Wheels cars, which have been manufactured non-stop since 1968. And the brand itself, Hot Wheels, has a lot of significance, not just for model car collectors and the like worldwide, but also within a lot of pop culture. Because as the years went on, the decades passed through the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and of course the 2000s. Pop culture really started to pick up, especially with the adaptation of the internet. a lot of things started circulating around that were based on Hot Wheels, so much so that Mattel created their own specific website dedicated to Hot Wheels as a whole. I remember playing on that site a long time ago, especially between the years of 2004 all the way up until 2015. And since then I have not necessarily gotten a whole lot of wind together on how things are with the site now, but basically speaking, these little things right here, no matter what shape they are, no matter what size they are, no matter the color, no matter if they're realistic or fantasy, as Hot Wheels does go on those two tangents a lot, especially nowadays, no matter what style these things are. You could look at Hot Wheels any other way. But now, I guess, would be a great time to move on to another specific point in my life where Hot Wheels really began to mean a lot more than just a simple collection all the way up to today. But first, let's just point out a little thing that's been going on around here. Some people have been asking me a few questions here and there on how Hot Wheels are carried around. How am I going to prep for Hot Wheels Hilarity productions this day and onwards? Well, basically speaking, I got these simple Johnson style Ziploc bags, both small and large. Yeah, could fit a ton of models inside a very large 1 gallon Ziploc bag. And while we're on the topic of this specific bin here, this string basically came from a balloon, so just put that out of the way. Of course, I keep them all in specific Ziploc bags and the like. Yet, despite all that, it kind of comes down to where can I pretty much put in certain items and the like. Attachments, layout, pieces and accessories and the like. Well, here's your answer. This Sterilite tote bin is pretty much what I typically use, regardless of the capacity, in this case being 73 quarts or 70 liters of capacity that this thing can utilize. I sure am packed to the brim with different accessories and the like, whether it be straight track, loop pieces. Oh, that can't be good. I got things breaking apart here. To boosters, which of course are powered by 2 D-cell batteries. All the way to, well, these curves right here. These are basically what I typically use in episodes relating to Hot Wheels Hilarity. And when I got a big tote bin like that, then I'm good to go. Because I can carry a lot of stuff within them anytime I feel like. So that's just the basics about what all that stuff is supposed to be and what it's all meant for, but let's just say that things are only going to continue getting better from here on out. So I will go talk about this a little bit more because, well, I do have standards for how long I want to have my content put together. So that's it right now for Hot Wheels Hilarity Season 5, and if you want to see more, go down to my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.